The star of the show on so many occasions in these Clásicos has been Lionel Messi, Ali. He was quiet today.
Very quiet, and as I just mentioned, in the first half, I thought Real Madrid were excellent in understanding where the positioning of Lionel Messi was going to be, and it was clear to me that it was a game plan in saying, okay, look, if we force the ball to Lionel Messi, if he's going to get on it, because obviously Barcelona looks for him all the time, the moment he receives the ball, we're on him. And we're frustrating him, and we're pushing him back, and we're pushing him further away from goal. And if there was ever a game that told you Barcelona needs a number 9, this is it. This is the moment in which you, if you're a Barcelona supporter, if you are anybody in a decision-making position of Barcelona, look at this match and say, this is what we're missing when we don't have a real striker. Because they collapsed on Lionel Messi, and so now the ball was being bypassed through Messi or beyond Messi onto Ousmane Dembele in a center striking position, but in a position in which he has to hold the ball up. And what was happening with Dembele? The ball was bouncing off of him from crowded areas, turnover, and once again Real Madrid go in transition. The lack of movement or inability of Ousmane Dembele to recognize the moments in which he then becomes the most dangerous player, where he has to stretch the backline, where he has to create spaces with his movement, that tells you right then and there, this kid is trying to do a job here in this position, but it's not what he does best. And so you're missing another option. Real Madrid did so very well in forcing Lionel Messi into turnovers, and then after that, once he was frustrated, then he pushed himself so far back and so far behind the line that he was unable to impact the game.
The crazy thing is, looking at Real Madrid and their season, Jules, they've had some terrible matches. We were talking beforehand, that embarrassment against Shakhtar B team that was riddled with COVID. But when it comes to big matches, you think Sevilla, you think Liverpool, you think Barcelona, you think Atleti, Atalanta and Inter. They've won 9 and drawn 1. They just get up for it for these big games.
And pretty much every single one of those big games, Zidane's head was on the line. The pressure was huge on him as well and on the team. And every single time they were there, and every single time, all that experience, even if you're missing Sergio Ramos, if you're missing Varane, if you're missing someone in midfield, they always responded. And you have to give them so much credit. Of course, tactically, they're there and there's no problem. But with the mentality, the sort of mental strength that they have, the experience, but also how well they know each other and how well they can almost play each other with their eyes closed. I mean, you saw that again today. Some of the passage of play was just brilliant because they're so used to play with each other. And when they have to, they know exactly how to impact the game, how to win it, or certainly not to lose it. And just for that, this is a crazy team. This is a fantastic team that have been doing it for so long. And of course, sometimes you have a deeper form and the results don't follow. But most often than not, they've always been there in the big games when it mattered. And now you would not take it away from them to do the double, to win the Champions League and to win La Liga as well.
Which just blows the mind. As I mentioned, that side who looked so terrible in the group stages, Ali, on the brink, well, certainly now in the conversation of maybe winning the Champions League and La Liga. Let's focus on La Liga first, shall we, Ali? Who are the favourites? You knew I was going to ask you.
No idea.
Eight
no
matches
idea,
to
man.
go. 8 matches to go.
This is such a mess. And this is all Atletico Madrid is doing. This should have never been so complicated. But because Atletico Madrid has been awful over the last couple of months, now Real Madrid, this version of Real Madrid. And as good as we can talk about Real Madrid and how good they were today, certainly in the first half, and how tough, and the personality, and the character, you look at Real Madrid and you say, man, Zidane looks down the bench and he says, who am I going to play? I'm making substitutions today and I have nothing. There is nothing out here that I really feel comfortable putting out on the field. And yet they beat Barcelona in a game that truly, truly matters. And so in terms of that character, you say, well, it has to be Real Madrid. But then again, Real Madrid right now, because they are still in Champions League, what you saw today in the second half is that they were tired. There were legs out there that were not nearly as dynamic in the second half as they were in the first half. And now they're going to go and play Liverpool and possibly continue to advance in the competition. And you know, having worked for Real Madrid, how important Champions League is within the culture of Real Madrid. La Orejona and all this conversation about Champions League itself. And so what becomes the priority? And I just don't think that this team is deep enough to be able to handle both competitions and do so with consistency. So that opens the door again for Atletico Madrid, and I don't think that Barcelona is out of this at all. Today would be a disappointing result and a disappointing performance in the first half, but Barcelona is still very much in this. They have to play Atletico Madrid.
Yes.
That may be the game that decides their own fate. As for Real Madrid, I don't know what to say other than that I never saw this coming. I never saw this team being in the position that they're in right now.
Who are the favourites?
Have I not answered the question?
I don't think so.
Run the tape back. I think I did. No, I did not. I don't want to answer the question. I don't know. The answer is I don't know. But I'll give you an answer. After today, Real Madrid.
Wow. Jules?
I mean, to be fair, if there was a winner tonight, and the best winner for Atletico was to be Real Madrid, because right now they're level on point, but obviously Atleti have a game in hand on Sunday against Betis. If Atleti win all their remaining games, they will win La Liga. Whereas if Barcelona won today, I mean, they would have gone over Atleti in the table and a few points ahead. And I would still stick with Atletico. But there's no favourite. There can't be a favourite, like Ali explained. There can't be a favourite because all three can still win it. All three have tough games. Real Madrid will have Sevilla to play. Villarreal is their last game in the season as well, which might not be an easy place to go to. So there could be many more twists in the title race. I don't think you can pick out one of the three. I think the three are on the same level. And now let's see who could be the one with less fault than the others. And remember, Real Madrid last season, they won the last 10 games and they won La Liga. But I think there will still be more twists this season.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.